BalconyTV. Dave on Green on Telefish Kirky, Tommy on Saw a Lahar Inish on Green on TRISKEL a Gurkig. And today on the show we have a very special guest all the way from Dublin, Richard Brennan. Woohoo!
Nice to be here.
What are you going to do for us today on the balcony?
I'm going to do a spoken word piece called Spider, and it's about the creative process. It's about where ideas come from, and when you're, it's like that line from Wordsworth, vacant in pensive mood, when there's nothing going on in your head and you're thinking, what'll I write about or what'll I come up with. And basically the idea of the poem is that there are ideas everywhere. You literally just have to pluck them out of thin air. It's like yeast, this wild yeast that's always, it's there, and if you can just harness that, bang.
Take it away.
Okay. So it's called Spider. Pluck a theme from thin air, because like wild yeast, it's already there, floating around invisibly, pregnant with potential and possibility. For instance, witness now as I stare into middle distance, into which drops a speck with plumb-line precision. I squint and focus at this free-falling glider, and of course I see it's a miniature spider. I lift my gaze to the ceiling above, from whence he must surely have come, and all I can think of is Spider-Man. How the guy at Marvel must have felt when up the wall the idea crept, or into his bath or across the carpet, unbidden, oblivious, minding its own spidery business. A gift from the great arachnid king, whose words and rhymes like webs we spin when in whispered stillness we let them in. So this guy's dangling in front of me, perfectly poised, wonderfully at ease, delicate legs working busily, before shooting off at 45 degrees. Slack-jawed, I follow his trajectory. And you know what I did then? I blew. Turns out I'm a bully. I wanted to see what he would do. Of course I got distracted then, a knock at the door, the ring of a bell. But I held that image high and dry as the rest of my day flowed rushing by. A gift from a spider, an unlikely muse. And these lines my way of saying, thank you. That's it. Thank you very much.
That was great.
Oh, I'm glad you liked it.
So, how do we find out more about Richard Brennan?
I have a blog, or it's on WordPress, or Brennan, I think it's called, or Richard
It'll
Brennan.
come up at the bottom of the
I have
screen.
a book as well. It's on my Facebook page, Richard Brennan.
Book.
I have a book, and yeah, I've done a couple of YouTube videos called In the Driving Seat, and basically I filmed myself sitting in the front seat of my old banger, my old Toyota. And I've put them up on YouTube, Spoken Word Ireland or Spoken Word Richard Brennan. You can find, there's a series of them, In the Driving Seat, parts 1 to 8 or 9, I think so. And you'll find me at various gigs, wherever there's a spoken word gig or a spotlight, I'll try and hog it.
Great. And any plans for the new year?
We are going to be in Charleville Castle just before Christmas, myself and Cormac and a few of the Tullamore rhymers, who I'm a member of, doing a bit of a kind of a pre-Christmas thing. And in the new year, I make a resolution every year. Last January I made a resolution that I was going to do at least a gig a month. So this year, I don't know, go international. I think that's the plan for 2015, definitely. Global.
Great.
Global domination.
Check him out, Richard Brennan. And tune in again for another BalconyTV Cork. Slán Tamil. BalconyTV.